So you've got your first degree. You're now in the ranks of the elite. You're a professional. But as in all these cases, you always start at the bottom. No matter how high you go, you're always at the bottom when you start. And there will always be people who are better qualified than you. So what about these other qualifications? Well, this video looks at the master's degrees. And here you'll be able to look at what it is that you might do once your degree is finished. A degree takes you up to that part of the knowledge base where you can see the edge. You're not at the edge, you're not meant to be at the edge, but you could see it. It's over there somewhere, just there. You can almost touch it. A master's degree takes you to that edge. You become a specialist in that particular area. It's usually 1 year full-time or 2 years part-time. And the interesting thing is that you do not have to continue the same subject that you did at degree level. So, for example, supposing you did engineering, you might want to do a master's degree in computing. What you can't do is change disciplines entirely. So you can't say, well, I did engineering, but now I'd like to do a master's in archaeology. That is not available to you. But you don't have to stick exactly within the narrow confines of your first degree. A master's degree taken full-time is usually done immediately after the first degree. But here you have to consider the cost. You will not get government help with the cost of a master's degree. So how are you going to fund that study? And how are you going to keep yourself whilst you're studying as well? And then there's the other aspect. A degree costs a lot in terms of motivation. By the time you take your finals, you'll be glad it's all over. So do you want to immediately start again and put yourself through another lot of all this hassle? And a master's degree is even more hassle than the first degree. Usually that's a bit of a moot point. So do consider whether you have the finances and the motivation if you're going to continue full-time immediately after the degree. Another alternative is to work for a year or two to get your finances up, to get your motivation back, and then to go full-time. Or possibly to do a master's program part-time. Master's degrees are also available on a part-time basis and usually take 2 years. You'd usually do it at least a year after work, and you can put the fact that you are doing the master's degree on your CV, and that gives you almost the status of having it straight away. So you go out to work, you do a year or two, apply for your master's degree and start. And now you can claim, and I've got a degree and I'm taking a master's. And that puts you a little bit ahead of all the others. Motivation is less of a problem if you're doing it from work, because you've got all the hassle of work as well as all the other hassles, and your motivation tends to stay up. Also, if you take a part-time master's degree, the cost is usually rather less than a full-time one. So you've got quite a lot to consider. When do you want to continue? What do you want to continue doing? Will you have the finances? Will you have the motivation?